You can sing, yeah.
Don't convince me.
Could you be convinced that you're a good singer?
Yes.
No, he is.
Like, how much would it take?
Yeah, he's.
I'm like the guy who fully thinks he is.
Have you ever imagined yourself like winning like first round American Idol?
Every fantasy is me wowing a crowd with my voice.
Really?
Yeah.
But like, did you ever like pretend as a kid you were a singer?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Like the best singer.
What's your stage presence like? Are you on a stool singing softly?
I'm always sitting down.
You're always sitting?
Like this.
I had a feeling you'd be sitting.
It's always like
on a stage?
In like a college like lounge, and someone just happened to catch me.
just
like,
singing
and I'm
loudly
like,
well?
Like, not like into it, but I'm just doing it perfectly.
Wait, but are you alone or
no? It's always a cappella with a dude. He doesn't have a face, but he has like a silhouette, and he's playing in my visual.
Yeah.
And he's playing the guitar for me.
And you sit down
and like it's always like Beauty and the Beat or.
So basically,
how's that go?
A Star is Born.
And then like the uninterested crowd of girls just like when I hit the I need
yeah,
they like turn around like just gawking
at you like I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah.
Girls don't like singers, they like hot singers.
They like hot singers who are very successful.
Yeah, that yeah. That's probably
you have
what
to
it
be
is.
all three.
Louis Capaldi ain't crushing.
No.
He ain't crushing at all.
You mean that's your reply to what I'm going to say? No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new untold story. Yeah, okay. Hey, is that story old or told? Fuck no, baby! It's a new untold story. A new untold story. It's a fresh bake untold story. A new untold story.
A new Untold Story episode.
Episode 346.
Thought so.
It's not an area code.
Drats.
Or it is an area code, but it's like the backup for suburban Cleveland, which we'll get to if you're from suburban Cleveland in a couple weeks, I think. But we're not going to lend time to a backup area code.
We just can't.
It is the name of a movie, Population 346, starring Fred Durst.
That's right.
Fred Durst,
The lead singer of Limp
Bizkit.
Bizkit.
And if you're younger, how would you describe Fred Durst?
Wants to be black but racist presenting.
Yeah. He's from Jacksonville, which that makes a lot of sense.
That makes
to
perfect
me.
sense too.
He's a beatboxing,
new metal rap,
flat brim cap wearing graffiti artist.
Yeah.
He, to me,
This is younger Fred Durst. Like that's
right.
Now he's seemed to like mellow out.
Right. But to me, Fred Durst is like in the middle of a Venn diagram of cool as fuck, weird as fuck, and just absolute loser.
Yes.
I can't like. Maybe he's
the triple Venn diagram, and he's directly in the center of that.
He was like probably cooler in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I think he's at his coolest now, but that might just be because it's current trends.
I didn't know.
Dude's idolized him.
At Woodstock, like '99 in that era, he was huge.
Well, yeah, Limp Bizkit was huge. Every dude in our hometown was wearing the backwards red flat brim, fitted, which is now coming back.
I think that the '90s for him was right place, right time.
Well, I think he was the perfect guy for the 1999.
Yeah,
like the Woodstock performance, he did break stuff, and I think it led to like a series of rapes.
Yeah, really.
Amongst other crimes.
There were.
Yeah.
I think it like created a rift in society.
Break stuff did, yes.
I remember watching that documentary, and I think during that set, you see a perfect pair of titties.
There's some
like
titties.
in the crowd.
Really?
And like, they fall. I'm like, oh, nice. And then they
perfect
follow that
tits
up.
where they shouldn't be impressed me way more than perfect tits where they should be.
The surprise tits really add a certain level to it. But then right after that, they followed up with the rape part, and you're like, oh.
Well, I don't think it was his fault, but there's 200,000 people in the crowd, which is insane. And then at one point, somebody was crowd surfing on plywood. And if you look back, he was like a Chris Griffin looking dude with the biggest shorts. The biggest shorts one could don.
I don't know how they made shorts like that.
They were wide, long, and of great mass.
So I guess a good way to put it is who's the director of like Mallrats? What's his name? He's got skinny. Kevin Smith. Have you ever seen Kevin Smith's shorts at the gas station?
Those are the biggest.
Kevin Smith's shorts at the gas station. No, gas station. Yeah, those were shorts. No, just search Kevin Smith gas station. We don't need Mallrats. Yeah, those.
Oh,
those are what I'm talking.
Yeah.
How'd they do that?
Mm-hmm.
How'd they do that?
Yeah.
Because the legs are wider than both legs are wider than the
wider.
waist.
That's pretty much that idea I had actually. Remember my invention?
God no.
Long sleeve shorts.
Those are long. Those aren't pants or shorts. Those are long sleeve shorts.
Yeah.
Those really are.
Those are somehow pants, shorts, and capris.
Those are geometrically they should not fit on the body of a man.
The everything garb.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, that's
and Fred Durst is like, that shit is motherfucking tight, yo. And then he gets on
his
the
voice
plywood.
inflection. He hit the highest pitches like mid sentence.
He's like the user of the word fat. One of the
with
the ph.
Fred, he has like a regal name, right?
Frederick Allen Maine III.
Yeah,
and then his mom remarried Bill Durst.
She was like married to like a duke, and then she went to like the
Fred
most
Durst. And he was bullied obviously as a kid, and then he got into beatboxing and rapping and breakdancing.
And so that would stop the bullying.
Imagine
the biggest nerd at school, and he came back and he's like this.
Oh fuck, my bad, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I have a take that Mike, beatboxing, even if you were the best or like of that culture, is never cool.
I think the better you do at beatboxing in response to bullying, the worse it is.
Yeah, if he's beatboxing really well, you're going to get bullied more.
The margin for error for being a guy named Fred Durst who beatboxes and breakdances is tiny, and he was like one minuscule genetic deviation away from being one of the foremost losers in any other dimension, but he came through
in a big way. Limp Bizkit was, I mean, first of all, abysmal band name. Right. Throwing Z's in there when you shouldn't, because it's Bizkit, isn't it?
It's Bizkit.
Yeah. It's Bizkit, and then their biggest album is a butthole joke.
What was it called?
Chocolate starfish in a hot dog flavored water.
Because
hot dog flavored water is turd water, and chocolate starfish is a butthole. I think that's what it was called, right? And the album cover was it's fucking horrifying and funny. It was a perfect encapsulation of him, because it's like a bunch of like
who he was.
Preemie naked children in a bay of hot dogs, a bay of pigs.
he wrote the song "Hot Dog" is like a diss track at Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, they hated each other.
And it's just Dr. Seuss of cussing. It's like fucked up wife and a fucked up kids, fucked up land and a fucked up this. I don't know. I guess like older dudes our age liked it back then.
I like it now. We're Rolling. What's the actual song name? It's We're Rolling's in parentheses, but that's what I call it.
I thought it was
NHL
Rolling.
Hits soundtrack that had Rolling in it.
That song gets me so amped up.
It had
chocolate starfish in a hot dog flavored water.
I think it was maybe NHL 2K. I can't remember the
air raid vehicle is the parentheses.
Air raid vehicle.
That's the song.
Keep rolling.
Yeah, but he starts with, it's so fucking good.
Dude, Faith is one. I think that song fucking rules.
Well, that's a George Michael cover.
No shit.
You homosexual, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
You gotta have. Is it really?
That's a George Michael cover.
I had no idea.
Uh-huh.
Roan does a sick cover of that.
Really?
Yeah. And I asked him, I was like, dude, you gotta play Faith tonight for Pop Punk. And he's like, I just can't.
I just don't have it
because he said it ruins his voice.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, I used to like break stuff. I think we would get really aggressive to it.
You would, but that's what he wanted you to do.
He described himself as...
He's had a resurgence too.
I heard he had a station wagon phase where all of his Instagram posts were station wagons.
That's cool.
Pretty cool.
Dude,
if it's your own, maybe.
I think I've said this before. Just doing what you love and being unashamed about it makes you cool.
agreed to an extent, but Fred said, I always knew the guy in the red cap was not me.
Oh.
I'm Dr. Frankenstein, and that's my creature. Which is...
That's
He's so awesome.
He's so awesome. He was in the Kyle Mooney directed movie, and I think he just might have played himself. He was wearing the red backwards hat.
Oh, he got into acting.
Yeah.
But one time he was on stage performing with Stained, the guy from Stained, Aaron Lewis.
That's right.
In Biloxi, Mississippi. And it was like this a cappella, really emotional, deep song, and Trent is just going in.
Trent Reznor?
Or not Trent, Aaron Lewis.
Is going in
like,
singing?
Singing the song outside. Like, all this time, I felt like this won't end.
Dude, you are good.
And then, yeah, I was. And then I am. And then Fred Durst just chimes in like, Biloxi! This is the real motherfucking deal, y'all!
Dude, he's so awesome.
He's so awesome.
He's so fucking awesome. Because everything he does should be lame. Like,
It should be lame.
But it's just like, he's so unashamed and he's so unaffected by outside noise. It's cool.
It is cool. But he performed with like Christina Aguilera at the MTV Movie Awards, and all his fans were like, that was soft and gay.
Because he was with a chick.
He was like, I only did it because I don't give a fuck.
But like, yeah, it was soft and gay because she was a pop star.
Yeah, and he had his feud section on Wikipedia is like longer than the Mongol empires. He has had so many feuds, and they're all like very.
Wait, I didn't look.
They're very funny and thirsty.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to the feuds. What do we got? Oh my God!
Slipknot,
Britney Spears, System of a Down, Creed, Placebo.
His feud with Placebo was just. He got on stage and got the crowd to chant, "Placebo sucks! Placebo sucks! Fuck placebo!" And that was it.
Wait, he feuded with Puddle of Mud?
Yeah.
That's a cum joke band name.
Oh, it is.
Because I think you flip it, it's Muddle of Pud.
What is Pud?
I think Pud is a sperm.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. Let's see.
Marilyn Manson called Limp Bizkit and their fans illiterate apes that beat your ass in high school for being a and now sell you tuneless testosterone anthems of misogyny and pretend to be outsiders. Okay.
Oh my God.
He had a sex.
You can't say that, man.
Which of us three? Me, Durst, or Marilyn?
You.
Oh, okay.
The one they already did say it.
Yeah, I quoted it. His sex tape is on IMDb, which is funny.
Wait, who'd he fuck?
I don't know. Fred sits alone in his masturbatorium, a dimly lit basement.
Excuse me?
Masturbatorium.
Was it a room? Was it a high vaulted ceiling room for jerking off?
Please step into my masturbatorium.
That might be a joke.
A dimly lit basement with a rickety chair and 2 laptops. The screen light casts a glow over his quivering form, eyes transfixed. One screen shows Limp Bizkit music videos, the other old concert shots. And is he fucking or is he jerking off?
I don't know.
Fred Durst quotes, "Don't
Bitch,
touch my
the one
balls."
quote from the fucking thing.
What is it?
Bitch, don't touch my balls.
The quote from the film.
That's dude, that's an incredible quote.
Wait, it said the soundtrack was written by Imogen Heap?
He played that song while fucking, I'd imagine. Yeah. An uncredited, best 3 minutes of my life.
Oh, he's the best.
Wow. Dude, that's really fucking... Bitch, don't touch my balls is the one quote. That's the only thing said. Dude, I would hate if my sex tape genre was short.
Yes.
The genres are short adult.
I don't know what I'd be more pissed of if it was like my stature or the duration of my sex.
Yeah, short adult. That's what you should...
Starts a genre.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh.
Which one is it? Bitch, don't touch my balls. Yeah, so he's in movies. He does movies now, right?
So he's in Population 346. He directed a couple, one with Jesse Eisenberg.
Mm-hmm. But the other one he directed was shocking.
He directed The Long Shots.
That's right.
With Ice Cube and Keke Palmer.
Which is essentially if you guys remember us talking about the movie Basketball Shoes, it's the plot of Basketball Shoes, kind of.
It's dangerously close. I didn't know
They
this
both
movie
are starring
existed.
Keke Palmer.
So yeah, Keke Palmer plays like a girl who's becomes the star of her Pop Warner football team.
Coached by Ice Cube.
And Ice Cube needs to like take out all of his life savings to fund the championship game for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
it was a box office flop.
Yeah. Was that his
But
directorial debut?
I think or a second.
Okay.
But that was the era when movies were just, what if
This was this.
a non-male was the star of a sports team?
Yes.
Whether it's a thing or a girl.
It's a Mulan. It's a Mulan trickle down.
Or what if
Motocross.
What if this thing that's not alive becomes sentient?
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Oh, that was all like
That's what we grew
young
up with.
adult movie. Not young adult, even younger than that. Like,
Every movie in the 2000s was for 12-year-olds.
yeah.
We were so lucky.
Movies didn't become an adult thing until
Every movie was for 12-year-olds, but like our parents loved it.
Yeah.
Like, our uncles would watch it with us, and how
the most extensive VHS collections of
comedies, dramas.
Indian in the Cupboard,
Yes.
which was just a what if.
What if a toy came alive? Like
When you put it in the cupboard.
nowadays, movies are just for 6-year-olds or adults.
Yeah.
12-year-olds don't get anything.
12 to like 20.
Really?
12 to
it's a
30.
shame. I guess they do streaming. But yeah, the kid from Indian in the Cupboard was one of the ugliest children
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I remember loving Indian in the Cupboard.
Oh, that's a good picture of him.
He looks like a white Michael Strahan.
He pissed me off. Nadeau actually tweeted about it. He called him the ugliest kid in cinema.
Wait, Hal
Hal
Scardino?
Scardino, look him
Wait,
up.
why did do?
The dude just randomly tweeted, "The kid from Indian in the Cupboard is the ugliest ugliest kid to
In
ever grace
cinema.
him."
Hal Scardino. Oh my God, yeah. Awful actor too.
What was the premise of that movie?
He had an Indian that he was hiding in his cupboard, like that was it. Couldn't let anybody
It was
know.
a toy Indian,
And he put it in the cupboard, and he
and
became
it became
alive.
like a real Iroquois warrior.
Yes.
What did it do in the cupboard?
It became
Couldn't do
alive.
much. Yeah, he just was alive. He was a man, but still little.
And
That
people
sucks.
loved it.
Did-
Then, like all of his toys, he put it in the cupboard, and they became live action.
was it the cupboard that did it to him?
Well, I would assume.
It's a magical
Yeah,
cupboard.
I remember loving it, but like I don't really remember anything beyond that.
People loved it.
I know did they try to make like a cinematic universe where it's other
the
marginalized races
in
in places?
in furniture, appliances.
Yeah, they did like straight to VHS sequels.
Yeah, they did. It was Indian in the Cupboard was just the first of a long series.
Was it long?
Mhm.
What else was there? All right, guys, small little break to tell you about Rocket Money. You guys ever sign up for something, forget about it after the trial period ends, and then you're charged month after month? You might not notice it. It's just, $14 a month, $14 a month. But then it adds up. You have another one. You have another one. No bueno. Thanks to Rocket Money, you can see all your subscriptions in one place and cancel the ones you're not anymore. Kyle, can you name all your subscriptions?
I just canceled them all.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Besides Fubo.
What?
Fubo. Which is like
Yeah, Fubu has the new streaming.
Yeah.
You can just
Yeah.
look at shoes. You can
Fubu
stream
TV.
different parts of the shoe. That's pretty awesome.
It's just sneaker shopping with Joe LaPuma.
Yeah, it is. It's but I recommend Rocket Money. I'm sure that's what you use
Yeah,
to.
I mean, canceling unwanted subscriptions kills two birds with one stone. It gets rid of something you don't want, and you get paid for it.
Yeah, you can easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help you keep your spending on track. Keep your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of 500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. $740 a year. That's a PS5 in games.
And shout out to Fubo, by the way. They should get more love. Like they should be like so famous. Everything I watch is on Fubo.
Cancel your unwanted subscriptions to reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. RocketMoney.com/untold today. That's RocketMoney.com/untold. RocketMoney.com/untold. All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about kickoff. No matter how fast time seems to be flying by, it's never too late to make progress. If you're saving up for a big purchase like a home or a car or need to build credit fast, Kickoff can help. They're the #1 credit building app in the App Store, and plans start at just $5 a month. No credit check, no hidden fees, no interest. I love logging online and seeing my credit go up, man. Feels good.
Right, it's a good feeling. It's a status symbol.
Yeah.
And it means you're getting paid. You're doing something right.
Doing something
and if
right.
your credit is under, say, 600, you could jump up to 28 points or more in your first month.
Yeah, Kickoff is smart, legit credit hack with no catch, no credit check, no hidden fees, no interest. It's simple. You make on-time payments, credit bureaus see good behavior, and your credit grows fast. Building credit can happen faster than you expect with Kickoff. Don't wait. Get your first month for just $1 at getkickoff.com/untold. That's getkickoff, KIKOFF.com/untold. Must sign up via kickoff.com/untold to activate offer. Offer applies to new customers first month only. Subject of approval. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions may apply. Point stat based on Equifax Vantage Score 3.0 changes for Kickoff users starting under 600 who made more than their first time payment between January 2021 and March 2024. Payment and credit activity outside of Kickoff can have an impact on your credit. Individual results may vary.
What else was there?
I got it. I had Ty in the dresser, and he was like, where was he? I don't know. Was that what it was?
Ty in the dresser. Yeah, there was it was a Catholic school boy.
Yes.
Who his school uniform tie. He would put it in his new dresser, and it would turn into an indigenous Thai lady boy. A Cathway.
A Cathway. The third gender of Thailand.
The third gender. He was a sexually frustrated boy,
and so when he took off his tie and it turned into this lady boy,
and he put that the indigenous Cathway put him through hell. Every night, just teased him.
It teased him, and he didn't know what to do because he had a fear of hell, and he had to grab the lady boy before he went to school every morning and take it out and put it and it turned back into a tie.
Now I'm getting jealous of the hypothetical creator of this film, so now we're creating it.
We're going to make Ty in the dresser.
What's what are like the emotions of the Ty? Like, is he like just screaming?
Horny.
Yeah.
But think of cock tease. Close your eyes. Think of cock tease. Times it by 1 trillion.
Whoa.
Yeah. Really
getting longer, but so James Charles is obviously the Cathway. He's in full light brown face.
Yes. Yes, full very light brown face.
Very nasally
but
voice.
His
bigger
appearance,
tits.
he puts the tie in the cabinet, and then he opens it up in the dresser, and it starts on his ass. And so he's like, "Holy shit, this rules." And then he sees that it's a man, and then he's very confused. It's a panning shot. For about 12 seconds, the screen is only the ass. And then it pans up.
Wide angle.
Yes. It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah, fisheye.
Who's the boy? Steiny plays.
It's Steiny that plays the boy. Steiny plays.
Steiny's parents are Richie Incognito and Dottie Sandusky.
The old Jerry Sandusky's wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so they're very, very Catholic, and he wants him
to be a football star. Little Steiny.
Little Steiny.
Mm-hmm. But Steiny just wants to fuck the tie. So bad.
Yeah. And she's trying to buy other ties, put them in the cabinet. This has legs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This has legs. We could also do China in the cabinet. He puts his plate away. And it turns into a Chinese lady boy as well.
Yeah, it's
always a lady boy.
Mm-hmm.
Every single fucking time in the cabinet.
Played by Nardwuar in full prosthetics with tits.
Nardwuar, but you couldn't tell. It's better than Colin Farrell in The Joker. Yeah. It is, or in Penguin.
Nardwuar looks great.
Just so he looks mainlander, full Chinese,
hot. It's fucking sexy.
Yeah, it's not even his voice. It costs so much money for the prosthetics, it's almost bankrupting the project. But it has to be Nardwuar. He's perfect for the role. He's perfect for the fucking role. And China in the cabinet.
Yeah. Starring Nardwuar, the human serviette, and I Show Speed
as the one who puts the China away. This is so fucking stupid.
This is dumber than basketball shit.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not. Dude, movies were like it was always that. It was always something not real coming to life.
Movies were
Small
that
Soldiers. Every movie.
That was the same thing.
Herbie Fully Loaded.
That was ridiculous. That was live action, a car being real.
That started in 1968.
It wasn't even
That was
an
Disney's
animated
highest
film.
grossing movie after, I forget the second, for a long time. But then the Lindsay Lohan one. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
I
a
thought
car
you
being
know,
real.
It was a remake, yeah.
Air Bud.
That was a dog.
Yeah. Air Bud, the whole series, Buddy DeCiccio, and then Most Valuable Primate was a ape playing hockey.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of monkeys doing things. Yeah. That's every movie. Herbie Fully Loaded. The car is good at racing, and Lindsay Lohan just sits in it.
I think somebody else sits in it.
I thought it was Lindsay Lohan.
Maybe.
I think it's Lindsay Lohan.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the car didn't talk.
No, it
Just-
beeped, but it made her a good. All she had to do was sit, and
She
it
didn't
won
shit,
races.
So she, what was the race with the? What is that?
That's the Game Boy Advance
Game Boy
game for
Advance
it.
game.
Of course.
A
But
classic.
they need to remake this too. But it's like a dude does a food truck, a soul food truck,
Hoagie Fully Loaded.
a soul food truck
In Atlanta.
in Atlanta. It's a white boy. It's who plays young Sheldon's older brother, Montana.
Montana Johnson.
Yeah, it's Montana Johnson.
Montana
Jordan.
Okay, yeah, he stumbles upon.
His dad is like the mayor of this Atlanta town suburb.
Yeah.
And he's trying to take down the public housing
Peachtree
for
City.
high rises. And this guy wants to get a car. His dad won't let him. He finds one at a junkyard.
Because there was on I-75 there was a soul food truck pile up.
Yeah. So he builds like this Frankenstein of all the destroyed soul food
jerk
trucks,
chicken everywhere.
and it comes alive, and it takes him to like the hood. But I want Montana Johnson. What's his name?
Montana Jordan.
I want Montana Jordan to play himself, and I want all the dudes in the hood to somehow know him.
That's Montana Jordan.
Oh
From
shit!
Young Sheldon.
I love Young Sheldon.
Holy shit! That's Montana. You got a food truck?
Yeah, I love
And
little Sheldon.
But it's like cooking the food himself, and it's amazing.
Right.
It's called True Grits and Oxtail.
An oxtail.
True Grits, and Oxtail. And it's just really good soul food.
Sequel is Tokyo Drift, but he's just
It's drifting
Yeah. Atlanta Drift.
I like the idea of like getting an Uber in Atlanta and it's a soul food truck.
So I got.
Going to Bucktown and
But every
My
Uber,
Uber
is a soul food truck.
oh no.
That's what Uber Black is, dude. Just a soul food truck. You got to serve like as your.
Fuck, we have like 15 stops.
God damn it! It's taking so long.
Yeah.
That's.
Movies. Yeah, what other movies? Formulaic, inspirational, but also like mythical and bizarre. Rookie of the Year.
What was that?
It was just a little boy who was a professional pitcher.
Oh, that was a lot of movies. Was boy
Just what if
makes
a
the
little-
major leagues.
Or what if a girl was a star?
What if?
Or if like a thing was.
That was like the most far-fetched premise.
if
Like,
an-
what if a girl was good at basketball?
That was it.
Or no, what if a girl was good at motocross? Do you remember that one?
That was one.
Motocrossed.
I also like the ones that like weren't far fetched. Like Mighty Ducks, it's like what if a guy who got a DUI could coach a kid's hockey team?
That's all.
That's what it
every kid's hockey coach has a DUI. Every single one.
Every single one. It's like it's not, like in terms of like
Dude, that's-
achievements, it's not that
That's
crazy.
nonfiction.
Yeah, I don't have to imagine a youth coach having a DUI.
Exactly.
Yeah, is that or
The hardest premise was like he has one. Yeah, that broke immersion.
It did.
Oh, dude, they need to start making. Do they still
they
like?
don't.
Unless they're in
Unless
like
they're,
the
like,
bowels of
on,
like
like-
Amazon Prime.
Probably deep into like.
But I don't think
Hulu.
so.
I don't think they make movies for like preteens or like youngish kids.
No.
Every movie was for 12-year-olds, like comedies, dramas.
Even the comedies for adults were all consumed by
yeah.
Dude, Where's My Car, Harold and Kumar.
I would watch it with like all of my aunts and uncles, and we would all laugh equally.
Yeah.
I was like, "How do you have the same taste as me?"
Everybody, yeah, it was
I'm
awesome.
10. Like, how do we find these same exact things funny?
We're laughing at the same exact time, quoting the
We're all
same
doing
things.
the same quotes.
Oh my god. Do you remember any others?
Movies like that. What Flubber, was that just like, what if
Goo?
Goo was alive? It's like, what if this item just like
Was alive,
better,
and then they
was
would
the
give you like $4 million to make it, and it would make $10 million. They were all like low budget, did a little bit better than the
yeah.
It is crazy, just like the pitch is like Robin Williams loves this idea.
But they got
It's Goo.
Robin Williams, who's a legend. Yeah, but like pitching a movie back then had to be so easy. Now I guess it's easy too. Like, I'm going to make a sequel to this or a
That's
prequel
what
to
it
this.
is.
But back then it was, you had to just pull up like Mook, go to a random noun generator, and we'll do what if that came alive.
Okay.
Give us generate. Yeah, go ahead.
How many? Just one?
Just four's fine. We'll pick one.
Alien-based determination and fingering.
What if bass came alive?
What if bass?
We
came
can also
alive?
bass.
Bass is
Like,
already
yeah,
alive.
That would be a movie, like the
A bass.
What if the home plate like
that was-
home
was,
plate.
like,
That was
had like
remarkably
3
dumb, man.
doubles?
Yeah,
in
and
the
it-
championship game.
The trailer would be like the kid would hit a ball. He was like good, and then he stepped on first, and he just hears "ow." He looks down. It's like who would play the bass?
Who would play the bass? Who would they cast as the bass?
Because would it be like his face?
Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric the Entertainer is the bass.
That's what it like. That's not.
That's
what
not
movies used to
crazy.
be. It'd be like Cedric Entertainer's face as a an animate bass. It was like really good, and
He would help him.
respected by his peers.
He would like lick the guy's foot to tell him when to steal. He would stick his tongue out.
Yeah, he'd give tips.
Yeah.
And then like Medea would be the umpire.
Yeah, Tyler Perry as Medea.
Yeah.
He was the only all the adults just saw a normal bass. I swear the bass is alive.
Okay, Timmy.
Don't tell our secret.
Yeah.
That dude, that's
Oh.
every movie. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh man.
We Are Marshall.
What about it?
That was real.
Yeah.
That was an
That had
inspiration.
nothing to
And
do
it
with
was an
anything.
inspiration. Yeah. Remember the Titans? That was unrealistic.
You think so? Isn't it based off a true story?
Well, wasn't that like right during segregation? The teams got together and got along.
Yes. That's my brother.
Remember the
What? What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
There's something there.
No.
Come on.
Remember the tight ones?
I like a remember movie.
Jerry Sandusky escapes prison and coaches a Pop Warner team.
You remember
in
the tight
blackface.
ones?
Tight Youngs.
Tight young, yeah, Titans.
ER Marshall. Eminem like works up the guts to say it at a rap battle. This is the moment. Would you capture it on camera and post it on Twitter? If I just let it slip? Yo.
ER Marshall.
the lead up to that song is perfect for the feeling you'd have.
capture
leading
it?
Yeah.
Would you censor
Palms
it?
are sweaty, knees weak.
How does the song go?
You got one shot. Do not miss
But
your
he
chance.
no.
Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's
Yeah,
vomit
he's
on his
working up the
sweater
courage
already.
to say it.
Yeah. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous.
Dude, that's so funny.
He's nervous. I don't know my context.
No,
He's nervous, but on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs.
Drop
That's what it's about.
ER Marshall.
But he keeps forgetting
He keeps forgetting, yeah.
what he wrote down, so he didn't forget.
He wrote it
He wrote it
down.
down.
He has
So,
notes.
yeah.
He opens his mouth, but the words
won't
won't come out.
Yeah. But it's like
Oh,
the
if he really wants to
he
say it,
really
yeah.
This is about saying the
Yeah,
N-word.
yeah.
Dude, it's the same plot as like Remember the Titans. Like his white girlfriend like doesn't want him to say it. It's like,
wait.
come on.
Oh, as Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
This is just a combined Remember the Titans,
Titans
8
and-
Mile, and We Are Marshall.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. I didn't mean to tie this into. I forgot what
We're in
talking-
all of them, yeah.
We're in every single one.
ER Marshall.
Yeah. There's a fountain for him saying it in the middle of campus. Oh my god.
What is it,
These lyrics are insane. They're
I know.
about Oh man. Good shit.
Yeah, he's a pilot and says it. He's like, I've been working on some stuff and says it over the intercom before the flight.
Well, maybe he knows the plane is going down. He's like, I've never said it.
I just want to get something off my
And then,
chest.
and then he says it over the intercom, and he's
Soul-
flying a football team.
Soul plane.
He's flying a soul plane.
It's like 4 different sequels combined into one.
Imagine being that last word before he
But no,
he
again,
goes in.
everything just solves itself, and so now he's the pilot that said the N-word over the intercom, flying a football team.
He gets fired. He gets fired, but then does motivational
Works his way back
speeches.
up. Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, he has to coach a football. He has to coach the football team after being fired as a pilot. This is really good stuff.
Fucking bird dogs and fucking bird dogs.
Yeah.
You can wear them on your bird dogs is perfect for anything. First date, last date, going golfing, going to a banquet, going to work. Bird dogs, their classic quarter zips are perfect for any of these events.
They sent us a box, and I took a pair of the dressier pants out of there because I don't have dress clothes. They feel like I'm wearing sweats, and I'll be out at not a Michelin star, but a nice
You can wear them to a fancy dinner or a non-fancy dinner.
That's right.
And dressing up during the winter is tricky for us men. A hoodie makes you look like you're running late for college finals. And a blazer makes you feel like you're going to a funeral. This is where bird dogs comes into play. Now, what about the pants? You talked about the pants.
Just talked about the pants.
We all know wearing nice pants is the worst. Yeah, these are comfortable. They feel like sweatpants. Look like a nice pair of slacks. Yeah, so for a limited time only, our listeners are getting a free hat with any order when you use the code Untold at birddogs.com. You get their best-selling hat completely free when you use Untold at birddogs.com. Okay, so food, like eating food that tastes bad will ruin your life, will make you miserable, and eating food that is unhealthy will make you miserable. Well, Factor is healthy and tasty. Factor meals. These are the meals that come chef-made. They're gourmet, and they make eating, well, easy. You can get them shipped to your home. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat in just 2 minutes. So you can feel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. They arrive fresh, fully prepared, perfect for an active, busy lifestyle, or if you're just lazy. Lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with their keto meals.
I tried these, and they're healthy. You can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks, but I'm never hungry after I eat them.
Dieting is easy now.
Yeah.
And it's fun, based on randomized controlled clinical trials. So this is like scientifically great. Factor Keto. Results will vary. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use code factorpodcast to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's Factor Podcast at factormeals.com/factorpodcast. 50% off.
Fun stuff.
What else we got going on? Kyle?
Monkey Boy's out.
Yeah.
Mook, you've been up all night streaming, doing 2 different streams, drinking.
Yeah,
How you feel?
not great.
Yeah, this is gonna ruin. You've just been constantly ruining your week at the beginning of the week.
Yeah,
It's
Everyone is. That's what Barstool Chicago is.
Yeah.
It's like 30-year-olds like staying up, having late night sleepovers, but not sleeping.
Right.
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, but yeah,
It will set you back days.
I think. I mean,
I'm back months right now.
we did the
gotta
weight
be.
loss thing, and I haven't recovered from that.
No. For what?
Nothing.
Yeah, I was like, that was so hard for me, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's a wrestler." That was, yeah, of course he did that. And I was like, I want some credit.
No,
That's-
I got credit. I
You
lost
guys
the
actually
least.
did-
I lost the least amount of weight, and everybody was like, "Gotta give credit to Nicky. This is not his environment." And then Kyle was just like, "Only 12.5 pounds."
But you guys do deserve credit because losing 9 pounds is still very challenging.
It sucked. But yeah, Mook, you stayed up all night. That's what this. You got his job as a blogger, and now you're doing Chris Angel-esque body stunts.
It is like I can't. It's easier than coming up with
ER Marshall.
material.
I would rather lose 20 pounds
ER
than think of
Marshall. That's like, oh my god, the work put into ER Marshall.
What you guys just heard was many years of creative, a lot of failed
An
projects,
amalgamation of traumas and successes.
and it all led to the E.R. Marshall, the grand release.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Rudy too. You could probably like play D1 football.
No, I'm slow as shit.
Okay.
Slow as shit. I could maybe be a free safety because I can hit people hard.
Yeah, I think you could.
you can play D1.
What made you say that? Why did you say
Because
that?
the Rudy is a movie. There's this character unassumingly okay enough at football.
I really actually, the funny thing is that I mirrored that movie in real life. I walked on to Denver, was a
You won the
scrub.
title, yeah.
Yeah. And I always had beef with Notre Dame because I reached out to them for recruiting just crickets. And I was like, this is just a marketing layup. How are you going to miss this?
Oh yeah, it's a
Oh,
walk-on
yeah.
named Rudy.
Yeah, I was like, are you fucking dumb?
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I always hated Notre Dame for that. Yeah.
Oh, back to the Ice Cube movie. Did you see one of the names in that Keke Palmer Ice Cube movie?
No.
It's like this. I don't even know where I'm going with this. What was Long Shots?
The long shots.
What was the name of the dude in that? Dash Mahawk.
Dash Mahawk.
His name's Dash Mahawk. That sounds like a Bart Simpson prank call name.
Dude, he's always a cop.
I've
he
seen
plays a
him
cop
before.
in everything.
That's
Yeah.
his name.
Dash Mahawk.
That's wilder than Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube. Ice Cube is
more
one of the more
normal.
tame names in that cast.
Dash Mahawk.
Yeah, I think he's American too.
Yeah, that's
Is
an
that a
absurd
fake name?
No,
God.
Dashiell Mahawk.
Dashiell.
And what an upset of the century, Dashiell Mahawk
Is-
in an Ice Cube movie, having the weirdest
Yeah,
name as a
he's
white
always
man,
A white man.
a red-headed white
He's
man.
redheaded.
Doesn't fit.
God, I love a good name.
Yeah.
Even like, I love Jeff Saturday. Cracks me up.
Does that crack you up?
Just random Jeff Saturday.
We may have talked about it on Anus before. I knew a guy named Greg Keith. One word.
Greg Keith.
Yeah. I forget what his last name
Wait,
was.
that
It
was
like
his first name.
Greg Keith.
Greg Keith.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that?
I don't know, man.
That's one that you shouldn't be allowed. To do.
Yeah.
He was from the Wheeling area, but I forget what his last name was.
It's going to be a letdown.
Something
after
Italian, yeah.
Great
But his
Heat.
first name's Greg Keith.
Something Italian.
Yeah.
His name was
Sarantine?
Greg Keith with no space?
No space.
That's fucked up.
I know. That's a good one.
That's insane.
That's super fucked up.
The Thai chick in the new season of White Lotus is named Mook.
Yeah.
Really? Same spelling, same etymology.
Yeah. She's a K-pop girl, yeah.
Oh, that is kind of Asian, Mook.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely is.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's in Blackpink.
Oh, that's a good band.
You like Blackpink?
I just
They're
think
huge.
they're bigger than you'd think.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of them.
Really, it's a K-pop
They
supergroup
collab
of
with Selena
chicks.
Gomez.
I don't think I've ever listened to K-pop.
BTS rules.
Does it actually, or is it just
They're
fun to
good.
say that?
No, they rule.
They're good.
They're good, and it's like some of the prettiest men.
Their skin is incredible.
Do you see that video of the chick that went to Korea to try to find a man, and she was pissed that they were all ugly? She like filmed them.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Seems
fucked up.
Mean.
Yeah, seems mean.
Did you see
Yeah,
the?
imagine being in that video.
Did you see the lady who went to Ethiopia to meet her husband?
No.
So this lady from I think New York, like the Bronx or something, met some dude online, and we were talking, and she's like, oh, they were like, well, we're gonna get married. So she went to Ethiopia, and the guy just was like, no, or didn't exist or something.
Wait, this was Pakistan, right?
Or Pakistan, sorry.
My
yeah.
Barbero was telling me about this.
You're what?
Excuse me?
My female barber.
Is that called a Barbero?
She's a stylist at a fitness center.
I've never even
She-
heard of that.
She was like, "Don't look it up." So like this woman catfished a Pakistani
No,
man.
I think reverse. She went there under the assumption that she was going to get married to this guy. and he just like disappeared or wasn't real. And now she's staying in Pakistan and is like demanding, like almost like pulling the country to a grinding
She's
halt.
trying to overthrow the government.
She's demanding money and reparations, and she's like holding court, and they have to like send someone to like help her with the language. So there's some poor lady that's like a social worker essentially, like sitting there like sort of as her liaison, and this chick from the Bronx is just very loudly
she's from the
demanding all of these things, and she's like, I'm not leaving.
Wow.
It's so funny.
Until she gets a man or that man.
Now she's just asking for like, she asked for $100,000.
Is she hefty?
She's
Yeah. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
precious.
There was like the old 90s thing of I think it was in the 90s, maybe early 2000s. There was a husband and wife that went to Africa to, I think, film a documentary about these tribesmen. And this woman she found one of the tribesmen absolutely irresistible and never left her husband as she was filming him. I think she married the guy. You need to see the photo of him.
In a tribe?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, search like woman falls in love with
can't
tribesmen, and the photo of them together is hilarious. Her quote was like, "I found him irresistible from when I first saw him," and he's like kind of said the same thing.
He's in what?
Yes.
In what form?
A Bedouin tribesman. There they are, but like everybody was standing this couple, and the husband was like, "What the fuck? This chick just like she wasn't villainized."
Yeah, that should be wrong. Is this like a tribesman? What level tribesman? Like, do they know what an airplane is?
No, like tribesmen.
How do they
tribesmen.
communicate?
I know.
This girl.
Wait, it ended so sadly? Oh shit, I didn't know that. We're on confessions.com. Oh, it's way too long. Oh, she was from Switzerland. Yeah, interesting stuff.
It is. I'm waiting on a break with like that North Sentinelese tribe.
Yeah?
I feel like somebody's gonna try something.
We're due. We're
due.
very due for that.
I think it'll be a Mormon next.
Or they're gonna go like. That could be a movie.
Oh, yeah?
It's weird because they're like close to civilization.
The
I don't
island is
even know where the
really-
North Sentinel Island is. Do they see planes flying overhead, I'm sure?
They have to. They can't know what they are.
And like shit has had to have washed up on the island.
It's not that far from the coast of the Philippines.
It's off of India and it's close to it, like Indian Islands. It's like 10 miles away.
Yeah, it's close.
From
You can
where?
see it from North Sentinel.
It's from India?
There's like
No, I don't think it's India.
a tourist town called Port Blair. It's like 10 miles away.
I guess.
But like, what's stopping like China
know.
from just being like, we're gonna take this, and like, what's stopping?
I think that
There's laws protecting
you
them.
can't. Yeah.
They have like a zone
don't-
around. They have a zone around them. It's just south of Myanmar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they know what like massages are?
Yeah, I think naturally humans will stumble
Yeah.
upon massage.
I think that was early. I think that was an early find.
That could be good.
Yeah.
Was that a profession before prostitution? Masseuse?
I think.
I could argue that it might be that might
That-
be the
that could
world's
the
oldest
earliest,
profession.
yep.
Could be, but yeah, no. We're due for some overzealous kid to be like, I'm gonna fix this, and then it just gets.
It's
pieced
going to be
up-
like a
pieced
YouTuber.
up by arrows, and made into soup.
But like, why do those guys? They know they have arrows, right? They know they're shooting arrows, with like a ton, right? Just don't wear a t-shirt and shorts.
We're an Iron Man suit.
Wear something.
Yeah.
Wear armor.
I think they fetishize the idea of being a martyr, which is like the plot of a book you're reading.
I'm reading a book called. I finished a book called Martyr. Yeah.
And they feel like that's like gonna be huge for them spiritually.
Okay.
If they even attempt.
See, I think the religious thing is never gonna work. I think it's got to be a musician.
Being a musician.
Yeah.
Show them play them an
Like bring a
instrument.
boom box, and then like all of a sudden you're just like they're gonna be like,
Beatbox
whoa,
for 'em.
yeah, beatbox
Fred
for 'em.
Durst.
Yeah, like you got this is what you're missing out in the modern world
Yeah.
is beatboxing.
Yeah. Fred Durst would be able to do it, but I'm trying to think of like what tech would win them over. Wii bowling.
Wii bowling would be humongous.
I think Wii bowling would be easier for them to understand than any other console.
Absolutely. Or if
Bowling,
you
yes, bowling is good.
that
Yeah.
or Jackass.
Yeah, showing them Jackass. Yeah, because I think slapstick is.
It's universal. It's absolutely universal. But Wii bowling would be a good start.
We are due for somebody to go do it. Mook, go do it.
Yeah.
Go to an uncontacted
Dude,
tribe.
man on the street, uncontacted tribe would be so funny.
If you could
Yeah.
pull off a man on the street North Central,
But like you're going crazy, you get them going fucking nuts.
Fire them up.
That's the new wave, dude. Man off the street.
Go birds!
Yeah.
They're just rooting for actual birds.
just like one clip would be so funny.
Yeah, that might be like a funny, like green screen kind of like
Just man on the street North
Yeah.
Central.
man on the street north.
I would love to bring them like firearms.
That would be just give them like a vanilla Coke.
Yeah. A microwave,
Yeah.
air fryer.
We bowl. We bowl with them.
Yeah, they'd fuck with that.
They would worship you as a god.
They absolutely would.
Do you think I could be a god of an uncontacted tribe if I brought enough tech?
I don't even think you need tech. I think you would just need to show them you.
They would
Like red
yeah,
hair?
They would
Be
look
like,
at you.
"What is this?"
Yeah.
They would look at you like we look at, a rare
But it's
bird.
like even in like remote parts of like China or like Japan, they'll see like people that are
Yeah.
just. My buddy went to the Philippines. He was half Filipino, college friend, and he had jet black hair, long, and he was like olive skinned, right? He was just half Filipino. He went to his grandmother's village, like kind of semi-remote in the Philippines, and people thought he looked just like Draco Malfoy. Like, yeah.
And they'll like mob you for pictures
Yes.
if you're just kind of
He was like 6'3". He was half Filipino, and yeah.
If you went there and told them you were a wrestler, they would think you were Andre the Giant.
You think I'd like big?
I think you could like yeah. Are they really? What's the shortest country?
It's
Oh, I have
either
no idea.
Central American or East Asian.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're like Scandinavian or just white, they look at you like a rare animal. And they're not shy about
Similar
it. They are
list,
not shy about it.
Yeah, I saw like even like Bangladesh, they just mob any white guy.
Yeah. They want to like touch your skin.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like any. Nah, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, boys and girls, probably boys. Let's talk about Stella Blue. I drink like 8 cups a day. I'm having the gingerbread right now. It's Big Cat's coffee. It's fantastic. It's easy to use. I use the K cups, but I also took home some of the beans for
Got the
my
beans with K cups.
Yep.
I drink it every day. It tastes good.
It legitimately is very good. And every bag helps save dogs, which is an added bonus. If the coffee tasted bad, I would still buy it for the dogs. This coffee tastes very good, and it saves dogs, and it gets me feeling right. We're drinking it constantly at work, and you guys should definitely give it a shot. Enjoy Stella Blue coffee by using the QR code on the screen or by visiting StellaBlueCoffee.com and use promo code UntoldStory for 20% off orders of $25. Find them on Amazon for next day delivery. Great purpose, and it's better coffee.
February 20th,
220.
220.
220. I went through this day in history. Absolutely stinker of a day.
There's only a select few days where something of note happened.
Yeah, and it's a lot of Olympic stuff, which is really boring. So then I was like, I got to change it up. So I went and I was like, what happened 100 years ago today?
100 years ago is a long
Because I need
time.
to, like, the problem is that I look for things that, like the biggest events, but a lot of it's like depressing shit,
Oh, the only events are bad.
Right, and the only ones of note are going to be depressing ones. I want like the niche
Yeah.
weird stories. So I went and I found out that New York Times has this thing called the Times Machine. Nice little,
You went back.
and they have all of their newspapers from 150 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to read them in PDF, which is it's like a screenshot of the article.
I was looking over your shoulder as you're doing. They have all the old ads too.
The old
which
ads
is
are
really-
dope.
some of those names are hilarious.
Zenith Radio.
Well, Zenith has existed for a long time.
Yeah,
my
you see
first TV
the-
was a Zenith.
The store signs in like small Appalachian
Sick
towns.
fucking logo.
The ads are dope as shit.
But
though.
like that's when they had the proprietor of the store as like the name, and it's like their first name's always like a letter, so it's like O.
Yeah.
Then like middle name's like 8 syllables.
Yeah.
And then Smith is like the owner of the store.
Exactly, and all the ads are hand drawn.
That's sick.
Yeah, which is pretty sweet.
Anything of note happened 100 years
I mean,
ago?
I was getting through this. I was trying to read like going through the whole newspaper from night. It was a lot, and it was a lot of boring shit. But there was a divorce, and this may be a suck, but Mrs. Jessie Budlong.
Budlong.
Budlong. But the article title.
They would post. Were divorces so rare that they would put them in the newspaper?
It made the what type of divorce?
There was a couple divorce stories, but this one had like a little bit of an interesting flair. What I realized reading it too is that it's like all the same shit. Like there was, like they were talking about subway crime,
Really?
like stealing shit. Like it's all this like the same. But it's the title of the article is Budlong moves out, wife in bare rooms. So I was like,
So this dude just took all the shit,
he took all the shit.
and she had an empty house.
She had an empty house. So she was sitting. They were getting a divorce because apparently she was a crazy bitch, and she did a hunger strike for 6 days and locked herself in one of the rooms.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Because she
And-
didn't want divorce.
She did not want the divorce. And so Milton Budlong.
What if that dude like knew she was going to do that?
He wanted her to lose some weight.
Yeah.
If you ever leave me, I'll never eat again. Oh yeah? I gotta go.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah. And so then he went on the offensive. This is what it says in the article. He then took the offensive, and he sent movers to the place, and like they knocked on the door to take everything out.
Yeah.
To take all the stuff. He took the kids, and he's like, I need my furniture. You can keep the apartment, but I'm taking my furniture. So the movers come, knock on the door, and they're like, hey, can we come move this stuff out? And she says no, obviously. And then it says that they took the door off the hinges.
No fucking way. And then they
Yeah.
came in and
Which makes no sense. It's like a door from 1925. I would think you could blow on it and it would break down.
everything back
I
then.
mean, a
yeah.
door in general, you can just kick in.
I don't know, dude. Like, doors are the one piece of technology that have gotten way worse.
That's
I
kind of
know.
true, I guess. I feel
That's
like
gone backwards.
Maybe back
doors,
then,
they would probably weigh like 7,000 pounds.
I've
possibly.
had door tragedies recently.
What?
What?
The Guinness Brewery. The door is so
In Ireland?
the one in Chicago.
I didn't know there was one here.
The door is so hard to open. I would challenge anyone in the area to try to open it on one turn.
What's so hard about the door?
It is the heaviest door you've ever seen.
Did you emasculate
was-
yourself in front of your girlfriend?
I was alone.
What?
Were you going
Trivia
two
night. It was
palms
2 nights
on it?
ago. There was a group behind me of dudes, and I was like, "It's locked, boys. Like, where should we go?" And then like the guy at the desk inside was like, and I swung it open, and then
It was that heavy?
then I like all the boys. I was like, "Did the door give you fits?" And they're like, "The door gave me fits." I thought it was locked.
That's the
So,
door?
yeah, doors. Yeah, that door gave the whole building fits. Everyone assumed it was locked. Okay.
Couple weeks ago, my girlfriend caught me running her Stanley mug under hot water so I could open it easier.
Oh no.
She was sick in bed and asked me to fill up her water.
Tried to hack.
It was so stuck. It was, you look at my YouTube history of how to open.
How to open?
I was doing it.
tight
I was doing
Stanley
it
cup?
crooked. You have to go directly above.
that sucks.
It was horrible,
I dislocated my shoulder trying to climb a tree.
Oh,
dude.
you did?
It's just we're not men.
No.
We're not even close to men.
We're not built for anything.
No.
besides public humiliation.
That's the thing.
We
Just
are.
make me
Yeah.
do something that
Just make me-
requires
yeah.
no sleep and torment.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? So
Oh
how
yeah.
did the story end?
So they took everything out and left her with a cot. So she's just got a little bed in there, and then she's basically just in a prison. And
Without a door.
She's still on hunger strike.
she decides to end the hunger strike.
That's
and,
gotta suck. Like
And
accomplish
so,
nothing.
Losing.
but she says that she will only end the hunger strike if she is prescribed food by a physician. So she's dragging her feet on every inch of this. And so
Typical.
she calls their doctor and she's like, hey, I need you to like tell me to eat and give me a prescription of food to end this hunger strike. And he's like, I'm in the middle of fucking surgery.
Leave me alone.
yeah.
Like, are you serious? Anyway, so they have to wait like 3 hours for this guy to show up. And this is
And
the middle.
prescribe her food.
I mean, it's 1925.
This is crazy. This guy dodged a bullet.
for real.
Yeah, and surgeons back then, like there was no anesthetics, I think.
No.
So you just had to deal with a human screaming in your face.
and then you get a call from a chick. That the whole surgery.
While you're trying to do a
the whole
precise-
surgery.
Yeah.
You can't nick anything, and then you get a call from a chick. She's like, "I'm hungry."
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, what do you want? I don't
me
know.
food.
I don't know.
Tell me
You
the-
pick.
Yeah,
Prescribe.
you got.
And there's that guy screaming.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, doctors back then were like mechanics.
You didn't ask how my day was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, they would use hammers on people.
Yeah, they would. They would just yeah.
Anyway, so then he gets down there and he prescribes her like orange juice, milk, butternut,
Squash?
I don't know, butter, like all these things that like I don't even know what they are, with like extracted fat, like all this like a graham crackers, and then ordinary soda crackers, like all this shit I don't get. And then she's like, okay, I'll go get it. And they were nice enough to leave a detective with her because she's like, I don't want to be alone. So this guy is just standing there with her, and she's like, can you go get this stuff? So he goes and gets it, gets the milk, gets the orange juice, gets all that shit, brings it back, and she's like, oh, I only drink the milk with where they have the metal tops.
Oh, she was
She's
being
being
picky.
yeah,
that's
So
I
this
don't like her.
Poor fucker has to be like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
How dare I? I'm so sorry. He then leaves, goes all the way downtown to get the metal capped.
She had to have been so rich.
Well,
Or hot.
The cause, I don't know what she looked like, but the cause of the divorce was that she was asking for money from her husband or a trust to be put in her name. And he cited a divorce that she became so money obsessed, and he said no. And then the judge said later that she caused extreme stress to the husband because she would then go out in social events and be like, my husband's not giving me money. And he'd be standing there just so stressed.
Dude, imagine if I was her husband, she saw me struggling with the Stanley. I'd be fucked.
Oh, man.
So what was the ultimate ending?
So during this time also, she's writing notes on his silk shirts and throwing them out the window.
Silk shirt.
And she's saying like he's using barbaric tactics against me, all this stuff. And he wants to kick me out and take me out the back door so I'll have no witnesses, which is like kind of true. Anyway, so she's throwing them out, and then a huge crowd gathers just waiting for her notes, and she's in the window like waving and shit.
She became like a little celeb.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so the article doesn't really say like how they got her out.
There's just no ending.
But then there's another article 2 years later that I found where they finally finalized the divorce. She represented herself.
Oh.
Lost in a landslide.
Yeah.
Husband gets the kids, the whole kit and caboodle. And then during the trial, she gets a $2 parking ticket. And then
That's what's that today? Like $400?
$3,000
Yeah.
or some shit. Anyway, so then she goes to traffic court and represents herself there 0 for 2. And she loses the divorce, and there wasn't really much after that.
Dude, all chicks are the same.
That's what I realized is that
All chicks
also
are the fucking they're always
that
representing
sounds-
themselves in court.
I
That's
also
just so typical. That's every girl you ever meet.
Women. Women.
You know, how's she doing? Oh, hunger strike. Been there, brother. But I forgot to mention this. When the doctor got there, he started like saying like, you don't really look like you've been fasting.
Was she faking it?
And she's like, well, I did have brandy the other night. So she was sipping a little bit. And then when he left, he said he noticed a box of caramels. In
God
the
damn
trash.
it.
Wow. Caramel. Yeah, that's not fasting at all.
No, that'll break a fast quick.
What's a treat?
Oh, they might have,
Do they get it?
Delicacy. They may have just made the basketball shot.
I was about 100 years off on anesthetics being invented.
Oh, really? The guy wasn't screaming?
1840s.
But the anesthetics back then were like
Yeah, we're like...
Head
heroin.
with a hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
But it had to have been, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, there's a lot. The language of them is super weird too. Like reading that paper, like it was. I mean, granted, reading isn't exactly my strong suit, but like it was fucking hard to read.
Yeah,
But
they spoke.
It's interesting.
Dude, I'm reading right now this book called Bad Blood, which is the whole tale of Theranos. I didn't know shit about Theranos. Do you?
The company.
Yeah, found by Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah.
She started when she was like 18.
She reinvented the way to draw blood.
She is. I don't know how everybody knows about this besides me. This is all brand new
Yeah,
to me.
I've never
Every
looked
page
into
I'm
it.
reading. She was obsessed with Steve Jobs. She like named her products after the iPhone, and it essentially was a blood testing with the prick of a finger. She saying it could do like 200 different tests. You would get it back in 30 minutes. All of it was a lie. Everything was fucking fake. Nothing worked. I'm sure it started off with good intentions, but like her herself, she did this TED talk when she was on the cover of Forbes, this, that. She made her voice very, very, very deep for no reason. She was like the craziest chick. She would talk like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very I'm obsessed with it though.
Yeah.
She
I
did
gotta
a
look
black
into this.
turtleneck too.
Yeah, like Steve Jobs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she was insane. She had like an older Pakistani, like, live-in boyfriend that would be like her hitman firing people. They would fire like 10 people from the company a day. It's one of the more
gotta
interesting
look
reads.
into
I
it.
recommend it.
I remember I read the Wikipedia about it. I was blown away by the fact that she raised like so much money for this.
Her net worth was $4.5 billion.
And at no point anyone
Oh
was
my
like, "Can we
God.
see this?" Like no one was like, "Can we
She
see
sold
this?"
it to like Safeway and Walgreens to have like the units in the store. It's one of the more interesting things ever.
She got locked up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
She's
believe
still.
so.
Is she still?
She's like, I think she's out now. But yeah, people.
So does she have like supporters still?
No,
Okay.
because like I think they were testing for cancers on people with stuff that didn't work. They were testing for
Yeah,
AIDS with people
She's
that.
doing heinous things.
Yeah, bad lady, bad lady. But like, if you have to read the book because you'll hate her.
That's what my favorite like type of media to consume is
Is
things
hate.
that make me hate people.
But I can't do Love Is Blind, dude.
No, and you shouldn't.
Okay,
You shouldn't.
that's all I needed. Thanks, man.
People dates weren't meant to be filmed.
No.
They're inherently hard to
I've
listen
blacked
to.
out every one I've
Like,
been on, not alcohol wise, but like out of my brain.
And I'm not saying like these people are horrible at talking, but it's so painful to watch.
Yeah, and are they all attractive people or no?
No.
Love Is Blind is not. Oh, I
They're-
guess that
no,
makes
they're
sense.
not ugly by any means.
But they're
There's some hot people.
It's not like
decent
Love
looking
Island.
people.
where
No,
it's
it's
just
not.
Do you think the
models.
producers of these programs are evil? Like they
They-
are definitely pushing for
I
that
think what they're
viral
doing,
moment
they want the worst case scenario
of somebody not being attracted
They
to the
want
other
the
at the
person to
reveal.
not be attracted to
That's
their
their end
partner.
goal.
That happened.
Yeah.
But
does
that's their end
happen,
goal,
Yeah.
and I think that's very
100%.
fucked up.
For sure. Yeah.
Mm.
But
Every producers of all those things are very fucked up people. I think.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. My favorite thing about Love Is Blind is like the progression from episode 1 to 2 where they all inevitably somehow end up sitting on the floor when they're really developing a connection.
They all sit on the floor.
Yeah, they get comfortable.
Yeah.
The past seasons they were accused of like malnourishment, but not feeding them enough. So this season they just overdid the snacks in the rooms.
So they always just
They're always
munching?
like take like 2 minutes to like show them eating a Pop-Tart or beef jerky, and when they reveal, it's the worst.
I could never make it to the end.
Then
That
they-
shit is too long.
They put them on like this backless bench where they have to like sit and like everyone's just like, oh my god, and they just like make out because that's like
They've
less
been
awkward.
wanting to do it forever.
No, it's because it's,
Oh, it's
less awkward than having
talking.
to talk to your new fiance who you're not attracted to.
It's just easier to make out.
So they just make out.
Oh my god. Anything else going on? Mookie, you have shows?
Yeah, I'm in Boston this weekend, Atlanta the next weekend. Watch Mook Can't Sleep. It's been a blast. Shout out to Tate and Dana. And thank you for the love on the Man of the Street stuff.
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah, it
fantastic
was
stuff.
awesome.
Watch that again. Rewatch it.
It gave
It's
me
evergreen.
the itch. I want to like get on the road and do videos
Yeah?
with you guys.
KB texted me.
Maybe not
We
man
should-
on the street, but
Videos.
Videos.
Yeah.
Travel.
Well, I wanted to Chili's.
I still want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to you. Monkey Boy was unreal.
Oh, thank you, man.
You guys crushed that shit.
Nick did. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You both did.
I'm very happy with how it turned out.
Yeah.
Or what people thought, because I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can make short form Monkey Boys. That
Yeah,
won't
let's
take
do
too-
short form Monkey Boys.
Yeah, like 20-minute road videos.
Yeah, watch The Man on the Street, watch Monkey Boy.
I searched Monkey Boy to see if people on Twitter were talking about it. People on Twitter are very racist.
Drats.
Yeah.
I mean, he chose the name, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I got the Salt Lake boys pissed when I said that their grid sucked.
Oh, yeah, they love their grid.
And I will.
That's all they got, man.
I was searching.
Walk it back.
Searching for a shred of evidence to get back at them.
Oh, they do have a good grid?
They do have a good grid.
Oh, shit.
You tarnished their grid.
Well, here's what happened. So I was there for the U.S. regional camp for hockey. Okay, kind of a flex. Anyways, I'm there with my mom. My mom is directionally impaired. She has no clue of her surroundings whatsoever. Terrible sense of direction. Lovely woman though. And this is in the early days of GPS.
Yeah.
And it just couldn't fathom that grid. So as a young child, I was like, "Oh, this grid
place is
sucks." And she's
confusing.
like, "I don't know where to go. This grid sucks." And I was trying my hardest to find a shred of evidence. I was literally looking why the Salt Lake City grid system sucks.
And there
wasn't
nothing-
a single thing.
There was
No
only
pro- not
praise.
even problems.
Dude, have you ever driven in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Everything's a
nightmare.
one way the wrong direction.
Oh my
Up,
God, it's
on
a
like a
mess.
45-degree incline.
And everything.
Yeah,
is
and then there's
steep.
one that like some of the roads are under the river line, so some of them you just have to go aquatic.
Yeah.
It's tough.
So I'm willing to say I looked
Yeah.
into it. I was on Google Maps for hours. I was taking screenshots of shit that looked stupid, and I realized I was like, you know what, man, this thing makes sense. It's south, northeast, west. So
Kyle and I are really lucky.
Sorry.
We're from the place we shit on the most is our hometown, our area, and there's no backlash because they agree.
Everyone just they can't.
Yeah.
They can't.
They
deny
can't
it.
fight back. They
Yeah.
can't fight back, man. There are 2 Mook voodoo dolls left. I have not decided who to give them to. So one is going. I chose at random, completely random from Twitter.
They're right there.
So one is going to. I chose a guy, Cliff, who's in the Chicago area.
Oh, just a random pool.
Yeah, random
Shout
draw.
out to Cliff from Chicago.
So he's getting one. He said he's just going to lick the ass of it a little bit. And then if you can, I will send one. Mook's hair is in this satchel. Mook shows this weekend. If you can pluck one of his leg hairs, I will send this to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good challenge.
Yeah.
Without him noticing. Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably going to be wearing pants.
You gotta be discreet.
Or you could
That's-
try to go through the pants.
That's a good challenge.
Yeah. And just prove it to me.
If I get pantsed on stage, I'll fucking kill you.
Just
dude.
wear a condom. You can't.
If I get that's kind of legendary.
Pantsing wearing a condom is
Pantsing
my
wearing
favorite thing in the
condoms,
world.
yeah.
Yeah. I did notice the voodoo dolls before I left on Thursday were the pins were in like the normal spot. Mm-hmm. I came back to the pins were in the shoulders
Really? Were you dislocated?
and I dislocated. So I mean it works.
It works.
So the white pin, I think, is
no.
for pleasure. The black pin is for pain.
Yes, and the black pin is in the shoulder that I dislocated.
Oh, no, that's no good. No good.
So it's a real thing.
yikes.
Yeah. All right. God bless everybody.